welcome back to another episode of My Legacy Garage. Today, we're going to try and get this old girl started. I'll give you a little background on it, but first, I'm doing a giveaway. Appreciation for everything y'all have done for the channel so far. I love it. It's great support, and I wanted to give something back. So, if you go down in the video description below, there's a link to go sign up for a free $50 Amazon gift card. It's free money. Go get it. Let's get started. If any of you have watched any of the other videos that are a little bit older, you've probably seen the smaller kid. This is the bigger kid. He's 13, obsessed with his hair, and thinks that he's going to rebuild a truck to drive when he's 16. But he couldn't find a screwdriver. We're going to work on that. Well, let's get up in here and see what kind of nonsense we've got. So, this truck has been sitting here in this spot for about 5 years and hasn't been run. You can see the mileage there reads 16,767. That's actually ours. About a year before we parked this truck, it had an issue, something in the dash, I can't remember exactly, but the miles and the hours gauge got switched. So this is actually ours, and the mileage is actually, 187,786. You're just gonna have to take my word for it because you can't see the gauge with the way this is all lined up right now. But maybe once we get her started, we can do something about that. I don't know if you can see all the cobwebs down here or not, but it's pretty gross. Alright, go ahead, do the hard work. Come on, pull it. There you go. Is there an engine in it?
Yeah.
Alright, nobody stole it. That's a plus. Well, let's see what we got here. I personally parked this truck here about 5.5 years ago when we quit running it. So, it ran then. I know it did because I drove it to this spot. We just didn't need it anymore, and it had some propane specific issues that kind of made it unsafe for the road. So we took it off the road and quit using it. We got a new truck, and that was in 2010. So it has been run since then a couple of times to pump down tanks, but it hasn't actually moved from this spot, I guess, since 2011. And the last time it was ran, as far as anybody can remember, was 2014. So I think it'll run, but we're going to find out. It's got a Detroit diesel in it, 466E. The E stands for electronic. It has electronic injection and all that on it rather than the old mechanical stuff. So basically we're going to check some fluids and do some maintenance checks and make sure everything looks okay, and then we're going to throw some hot batteries in it and see what happens. So let's see. Well, it's got oil in it, almost full. Well, it's got antifreeze in it. It's a little bit low, but it's in there. Airbox looks good, everything's clean. Doesn't look like anything built any nests in here. Only had to kill one wasp so far. Got my stuff just in case. If you like stuff like this, hit the like button. I mean, what's not to like? It's pretty cool. You get filthy. But other than that, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Hit that little subscribe button too while you're at it. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate it. This is just a little look at one of the reasons it got parked. She's fairly rotten. And not only just the cab, but the tank. It says it has 100 pound in it still of pressure. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely still got some propane pressure in it. We're gonna have to do something about that. One of the nice parts about these old international trucks, batteries are pretty easily accessible, and they have a GVR of 25,500. So as long as you don't tow anything, you don't need a CDL to drive them. A lot of people around here use them as grain trucks and stuff, but that's kind of the idea. The owner of this truck wants to sell it. We're going to get more for it if it runs, so we're going to see if we can make it run. Let's start with some fresh batteries. All right, let's yank them out. So while Jessica was editing this video, she noticed that I didn't talk for about, I don't know, 65 million years or so. I get really intense in what I'm doing. I forget that I'm being recorded and I'm supposed to be talking to y'all. Sorry about that. So I decided, well, let's just do a voiceover. We'll give y'all a little reminder to go enter that $50 giveaway. I mean, it's 50 bucks and it's free. Why not, right? All you have to do is go click the link and sign up. The link is down in the video description along with all the terms and conditions and all the legal nonsense that goes with it. It's amazing what you have to go through for all that. Go click it. Go check out a couple other videos when you're done with this one too. I appreciate it. Most of all, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you later. Now obviously, these aren't truck batteries. They're actually out of my boat. But, you know, they'll work. Alright, I've got the batteries all hooked up. I disconnected some unimportant things like this right here that runs the hose reel in the back. We don't need that. And this right here is actually a lug on the side of the battery box to jump it from. So we don't need that either right now. Well, I guess let's see if she spins over. The idea is we can get this thing to run and help them get it sold. Maybe we get to play with this. This has been here a long time, but that's another day. She wants to run. She wants to run bad. Oh, come on, baby. Let's see about fuel. That seems like a good idea. There you have it. She just had a little air in the line. There she is, purring like a right kitten. I know, it's not a cat. I love it. Now the big question, will it move? It runs, but will it move? Let's find out.
No.
Nothing on the wheel?
Nope.
Well, it's got great oil pressure, purrs like a kitten, it's charging, fuel gauge appears to work, it's slowly building temperature, it hadn't been running that long. All in all, not a half bad truck, honestly. If you needed a drivetrain or something like that, whew, man, this would be your ticket. It does move, brakes are a little sketch. We're gonna move it around the yard here a little bit and see how that goes before we try and take her down the road. Well, there you have it. She's a runner, she's a driver, she's a great truck, and she's for sale. Runs great. Can't believe it. That was too easy, honestly. It is what it is. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. It really helps out a lot. I really appreciate it too, especially if you like what we did. You know, I do stuff like this all the time, and if y'all want to see more of it, let me know. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of My Legacy Garage.